friends, welcome to another Dumping Debt Fridays. I'm having so much fun with these. I think I tell you that in every week's episode, but they're so much fun. So if you are new to my channel, I know I have a ton of new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing and welcome to my channel. I'm Kelly from Freedom and a Budget, and every week I do a weekly Q&A where people email me or do it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or in the comments down below, their financial questions or personal questions that they have about me, any type of question really, and then I answer them on Fridays. So we are going to jump right in. First one is finding a way, and she asked this on my most recent Aldi grocery haul. She says, we do sandwiches for my husband's lunches. I think he's getting sick of it though. LOL. What are you doing for dinners, or do you already have that stuff? So I get a lot of questions on this, so I thought it was a perfect opportunity to answer them all at once. So for dinners, I do them very simple. I either do like pasta, breakfast for dinner, things that I have on hand, just kind of simple things that I can just whip up really quick when I get home from work, because at that time I'm like starving. So I want dinner within like 15 minutes max of the time that I walk through the door. But lunches, that's where I kind of go a little bit more in depth. And I usually cook up like a full week's worth of lunches, and then I'll divvy them up into containers, or this week I just did sandwiches to cut down on costs and be easy because I didn't feel like cooking on Sunday. So I usually do that. In that way I can really cut down on costs. My grocery budget is only $100 a month, which is not much at all. So that is what I do. Rachel Laurel asks, how do you and your boyfriend save for a wedding? Mine seems to be reluctant when we ask for a joint account, which I think is a better way of tracking, but he doesn't like the idea. So we agree on putting aside an amount each month on our own. Also, he doesn't really like sharing his financial thoroughly because it makes him uncomfortable. So for this one, Jamie and I, we have separate accounts now. We are in a kind of different situation because we were saving for a wedding before we were even engaged. Yeah, no ring yet. So before this, in this time frame, I am saving as much money as I can for a wedding. He's saving money for a ring. And then once we get engaged, set the date, all of that stuff, then we're going to start saving for the wedding full force. At the time, I don't know if we're going to keep it separate, if we're going to do joint, what we're going to do for that account. His parents suggest that we do joint, but we'll discuss at that time. But I would just, you said it's reluctant on it. I would just kind of show them your wins. Show them your quick wins that you're having. Maybe not quick, but show them your wins that you're having. That'll help get them more on board. You mentioned that he is not comfortable talking about finances with you. That's a little unnerving to me. Now, it could just be his upbringing. So is he like that because his parents in their households growing up, like they did not talk about money? It is something that you don't talk about? Or is it because he has something in his past that he is embarrassed about? Like for me, my car was repossessed, and so that was something that I was really reluctant in talking to Jamie about because it was something I was embarrassed about. So is it something like that, and that's the reason why he doesn't want to talk to you about his finances? But if you guys are going to be married, if you're going to be sharing finances, he needs to be open and honest about that with you. So I would kind of just share your heart with him. Don't do it in a way that you're like shoving it down his throat. You need to tell me about this. You need to tell me about that. But just kind of saying like, look, hon, like this is something that we're going to be doing together in marriage, and we need to start getting on that page now. So if you're not in premarital counseling, I would definitely recommend premarital counseling. No matter what type of relationship you have, it's going to be beneficial. If you have the best relationship, it's still going to be beneficial. So it's not just for couples that are going through like issues before they get married. So that is definitely a recommendation that I have. Just be real, be open with him, show him your quick wins, and don't compare your relationship to others. Don't compare your friends that have a joint account, and don't compare, different things like that. It's your relationship. Your relationship is special and different than anyone else's. So this next question is from Kelly, and she says, hi Kelly, my name is Kelly also, great name. I am on this journey as well. I am also a single woman doing this on a lower income. I'm so glad I found your channel as well as Budget Girl. You two give me hope on this path. But my struggle is seeing how people are paying off so much money. I've only been doing the baby steps since December, so my payoff so far will be a little over $1,000 after this month. Credit card, medical bills, and etc. is included in that. My questions are, how do you stay motivated being single and doing this plan? I don't have anyone around me to try to become debt-free. It's so hard not being able to talk to others when I lose motivation or just need an accountability partner. My boyfriend doesn't fully understand the process and we live in separate homes until we get married. How do you not compare your payoff to other YouTubers or people you see around you? So I actually just did a video very similar to this I think it was like a week or so ago, and I'll link it down below and do an iCard. But basically, I think, what was it? Oh, my 6-month budget update. And I talked about how a lot of other YouTubers are paying like thousands and thousands of dollars a month, and I'm paying like hundreds. But basically, the way that I stay motivated is I don't look at those amounts. I look at my wins. So before I was budgeting, I was paying like $80 a month towards my debt. Now I'm able to put like $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 a month towards my debt. So that amount compared to where I was before is incredible. And so you have to look at your own wins, your own quick wins, your own progress in the baby steps, and not the other YouTubers. You reach the other YouTubers for motivation. When you want to just go out and spend money, when you don't want to do your plan, when you don't want to do the baby steps, different things like that, that's when you need to be watching videos to keep that motivation and keep going. Let's see what else you asked. You're living in separate homes until you get married. Awesome. That's what Jamie and I are doing. We're not going to combine finances. We're not going to combine homes until after we get married. And I have a lot of people, well, not a lot. I have a handful of people in my life that have gone through Dave Ramsey, doing the plan and stuff like that, or they've done the plan in the past, but they're not living it now. So it's really a struggle for me when I'm like, I'm doing Dave Ramsey and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, that's awesome, we did it. And then we start talking and it's like, they're not living up to the plan, or they're not saving, and they're not paying off debt, and they're going out to all these fancy restaurants and buying these fancy purses and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, I guess I can't really talk to you about the struggles and the wins and stuff because they aren't really living it. So I definitely understand with that. My boyfriend, he's about 70% on board with the whole Dave Ramsey plan. So I can relate, but with your boyfriend, like I said to Rachel, just keep on sharing your quick wins. Keep on showing him the amounts that you've been able to pay off. Like every time I pay off, or not pay off, I make a payment to my loans. I'm like, hey Jamie, I just paid off $500 and now I'm up to this amount. And his response is usually like, awesome, babe, you can do it. That's it. But you know what? It's showing him. And then when I show him at the end of the month or after 6 months, I paid off this amount. Like, that's huge. That's huge for me. Like, if I had done this before, this would have been like a quarter of what it was. So just keep up with those quick wins. Stay motivated. You have us other YouTubers. We love you. Feel free to ask any questions in the future, whether it be email or however. We'd love to answer them for you. So, thank you so much for watching. Those are my money questions. Please ask any more questions that you have down below in the comments. Any money wins, anything like that. I would love to celebrate them with you. If you haven't already, I know I have so many new subscribers. This is so exciting, guys. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and you will be notified when I upload a video, which is typically 4 to 5 times a week. So stay tuned. Thank you.